Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Nhung from Hanoi, and now the headlines as usual.
Agroforestry aquatic trade surplus doubles in the first 9 months. Later on, Sydney students experience Vietnamese culture.
Let's begin the bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from October 17 to 23rd. After the talks with President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc, Secretary General Antonio Guterres met with Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, and Chairman of the National Assembly Vương Huệ. The host leader said Vietnam supports multilateralism at the central role of the UN. The country is willing to contribute to the common work of the UN. For his part, Antonio Guterres praised active and diverse contributions of Vietnam to the UN. Vietnam is a messenger of peace, a country that always strives for solidarity, he stressed. Secretary General Antonio Guterres and President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc co-chaired a ceremony commemorating the 45th anniversary of Vietnam's membership in the UN, September 20, 1977, 2022.
Singaporean President Halimah Yacob paid a state visit to Vietnam from October 16 to 20th at the invitation of President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc. The two leaders reaffirmed the long-standing friendship and excellent relations between two nations. The two sides agreed to step up cooperation in areas such as digitalization and cybersecurity, green economy, and sustainable infrastructure. During her visit, President Halimah Yacob also had separate meetings with Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, and National Assembly Chairman Vương Huệ. Vietnamese leaders have affirmed that Vietnam attaches great importance to its strategic partnership with Singapore as the trust that the two countries effectively promote the great potential of cooperation by increasing the exchange of visits and meetings at all levels and through all channels. Ministers of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Korea Park Chin paid an official visit to Vietnam for the 30th anniversary of the diplomatic ties between two countries. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính received the Korean guest. At the meetings, Vietnamese leaders noted that Park's Vietnam visit was significant to promoting the relations between two countries. They expressed hope that the Republic of Korea will provide more official development assistance for Vietnam with a larger scale. Minister Park reaffirmed the importance the Republic of Korea attaches to its relationship with Vietnam. He said his ministry will continue working closely with its Vietnamese counterparts to achieve their set targets in all aspects. The 15th National Assembly convened its fourth session in Hanoi starting from October 20th. A report delivered at the session showed that voters and people nationwide have expressed their delight at the rapid socio-economic recovery and development after a long period of stagnation due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The draft law on money laundering prevention and control amended a draft resolution on piloting a number of specific mechanisms and policies for the development of Buôn Ma Thuột city of the Central Highlands province of Đắk Lắk, and another on promulgating National Assembly session regulations were presented to the National Assembly.
Vietnam's foreign trade of agroforestry and aquatic products hit nearly $75 billion in the first 9 months of 2022, a year-on-year rise of 10.7%, according to latest data released by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Exports reached over $40 billion, while imports total roughly $34 billion, up 15% and nearly 6% respectively year-on-year. And this means the trade surplus of the sector amounted to nearly $7 billion, doubling the same time last year. During the 9-month period, Vietnam exported nearly $17 billion worth of key agro products, a year-on-year increase of 7.5%. Shipments of major forestry products valued more than $13 billion, and seafood $8.5 billion, of nearly 11% and 38% respectively. The US remained Vietnam's largest buyer. It was again followed by China and Japan. A total of 4,597 production unit codes and 1,419 packing house codes have been granted in Vietnam, enabling exporters to ship fresh fruits to major markets like China, the US, Australia, New Zealand, the Republic of Korea, and Japan.
Soiha Pomelo's role in Xuân Vân Commune in Yên Sơn District, Tuyên Quang Province, have been receiving more and more positive feedback from consumers, thanks to their good taste and appearance, earning a tidy profit for farmers in the northern mountainous province.
Đỗ Khắc Thỏa was one of the first in his village to plant pomelo under VietGAP standards. All of the pomelos are stamped with an origin traceability code. Soy-hide pomelos are currently selling for $1 each. Minus expenses, Thỏa earns some $9,000 a season.
People in our commune used to only grow corn, cassava, and sugarcane as our main crops, but output was not high. Since we began to cultivate pomelos, my family's living conditions have improved greatly.
In 2017, soy-hide pomelos were voted by the Vietnam Consumers Association as one of the top 10 famous brands in the country. The pomelos received a geographical indication certificate in 2021.
Trong thời gian tới, chúng tôi sẽ cùng với các cơ quan phòng ban của huyện. We advised and encouraged pomelo growers to link with cooperatives and businesses to promote the fruit production and business. This will help improve values of the products and increase their incomes.
From a few dozen hectares, the total pomelo growing area in the district now stands at over 4,000 hectares. With a relatively sound pomelo market, the economic value from pomelo growing still leads the district's crop structure.
We have developed a plan to put pomelo products on electronic trading floors, but producers must be more flexible in adjusting the design and quality to meet consumers' demand.
To improve the value of pomelo trees, the district has held scientific and technical training conferences and transferred new science and technology applications to farmers. It was also eyeing the potential for exporting pomelo products.
Hanoi is on its way of renewal and has numerous major orientations to grow further, especially with the Politburo's issuance of Resolution Number 15 guiding the development of the Hanoi capital region until 2030 with a vision to 2045.
Immediately after the COVID-19 pandemic was put under control, the city reopened its business and tourism activities, restaurants and hotels in the new normal state. According to the city leaders, after 2 years implementing the resolution of the 17th Municipal Party Congress with the direction of the Municipal Party Committee and the drastic implementation of concerted measures, production and business activities in the city have recovered quickly. In the first 9 months of this year, the capital city's gross regional domestic product hit 9.69%, the highest in recent years. The capital city is designated to become a center of development for the Red River Delta and a key economic region of the North with high regional and international competitiveness by 2030.
Providing members with interest-free loans to develop the household's economy, helping people affected by natural disasters, and providing rights to people with disabilities are among the practical and effective deeds the An Giang Cham Women's Association has conducted in recent times.
At the Asan Mosque, leaders of An Giang Cham Women's Association are meeting with the Muslim Community Representative Board and local authorities to discuss a list of poor households that need help. 10 households in Darfur commune in Anfu district will be given rice packages in October.
I'm pleased to be able to distribute rice packages to help the elderly, the lonely and the orphans. Although the gifts are small in value, they were all very happy. I find the activity quite meaningful.
The Women's Association was established at the end of 2019 with more than 100 initial members. Through many meaningful activities, it has attracted more than 1,000 Islamic Cham women from 9 mosques in 8 communes in the province.
We initially had more than 30 members, and the figure is now more than 100. Women wishing to participate in the associations are all welcomed.
Each member voluntarily contributes about $4 to a fund helping the poor. The money is used to help disadvantaged people suffering from illness or accidents, or to buy rice packages to support nearly 30 needy households each month.
Several members of the Women's Associations have visited my husband and I many times. My husband broke his leg, so we have struggled financially. We are very grateful and would like to thank the association.
In the past, Islamic Cham women rarely made social contacts. After joining the association, they now have the opportunity to meet, share the difficulties, enhance their knowledge, and contribute to helping each other and the needy.
The Lao Journalists Association's Lao Patana newspaper has published an article appreciating the strong recovery of Vietnam's tourism sector after the country's reopening of borders. According to the article, Vietnam was one of the first countries to reopen its doors to foreign tourists, and the tourism sector has recovered strongly after more than 2 years affected by COVID-19. It cited the bustling atmosphere during the day and night, and the vibrant commercial activities of Hanoi, the 1,000-year-old capital of Vietnam, especially the busy streets in the Hoan Kiem Lake era, as a typical example. The article also introduced tourist destinations and experiences in Vietnam. Laos is a potential market for Vietnamese tourism. In the first 6 months of this year, Vietnam received nearly 47,000 Lao tourists, 100,000 Vietnamese tourists traveled to Laos, accounting for 28% of the total number of international arrivals in the country. A Vietnamese Country Day hosted recently by the United Associations of Vietnamese Students in New South Wales, in cooperation with 4 other Vietnamese students associations in Sydney, Australia, has helped promote Vietnamese culture among foreign students and friends.
The Cultural Day is among a series of events to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of Vietnam-Australia diplomatic relations next year. More than 200 visitors, most of whom are Vietnamese dual citizens in New South Wales and Vietnamese expats, attended the event.
The Cultural Day provides an opportunity for young Vietnamese and expats living in Australia to explore the country's culture, nature, and people.
The event featured a wide range of activities such as making tong hair, toy figurines made from rice dough, painting non la, Vietnamese conical hats, calligraphy, and an exhibition of Dong Ho folk paintings. They also offered a chance to join a number of folk games and enjoy traditional Vietnamese food and beverages. Iced coffee and peach tea were the most popular drinks among the youngsters.
The event is a good opportunity for both Vietnamese and foreign students to experience and learn about Vietnamese culture.
The event was designed based on the traditional market to Vietnam in the final days of the year, when Tet Vietnam's traditional New Year is fast approaching.
And that has wrapped up the news bulletin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.